Well, hello friends. Today I'm going to be hacking a little bit on context menus. And so here's a new sort of visual UI editor that I'm working on. And I would like to be able to right-click on these widgets here and get like a little context menu with stuff like, move to back, move to front, delete, duplicate, whatever, like, context menu. Um, and I don't currently have any way of doing that. Like all the menu stuff is limited to being up here in the global menu. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I don't really know how, but we'll figure it out as we go. So I guess we'll start where we would spawn the menu, and then we'll work our way from there. Let's see, how would we like this to work? I guess maybe we would like a widget to be able to have a context menu associated with it. And then when you right click on it, if you have a context menu, it would just pop up. I think that would be cool. So let's say set context menu. Oh wait, hold on. GWidget void set context menu. And we'll take ownership of the menu at that point. And context menu, const reli, and context menu. Cool. And let's forward declare it. So I'm just adding a context menu member to GWidget. And in the Visual Builder form, so Visual Builder is the name of my UI designer, or VB for short. Get it? Okay, so let's see. Auto menu. Make a G menu. Should probably include that. Like GUI. What the hell are the constructor primes? Just a name. Okay, well, it doesn't matter what the name is because it'll be empty. You'll never see the name of the context menu anyway, but let's give it a name for now. And then context menu dot add action. That's all we can do. G action create. We don't have G action. We'll just, I think in this video we'll just add some dummy items because I don't want to go on forever. Item 1. Item 2. Oh, what else do you want? Callback, right? Const action. Oh, let's just do this. And then we'll say debug printf. Item 1 activated. Okay, and for you like that. Okay. And of course, the final thing we need to do is set context menu. Okay, now I think we have everything we need on the VB form side. So this guy has done everything right. Then we'll go to GWidget because I added set context menu, which we need to implement. So let's see what happens when a GWidget gains a menu. I guess some context menu is context menu. Let's I don't want to work on replacing an existing context menu with a different one in this patch, so we'll just assert that that's not happening. And we'll say support switching menus. context menus. Okay. That's fine. And then in handle mouse down event, let's see. So, if this is, oh, my double click detection here, I realize is fix me. Maybe click clock should be per button. Unrelated thing, I'm just realizing. Okay, so let's see. First things first, if event dot button is gmouse button right, then if m context menu I don't have a header, and context menu, what do we want to do? I guess we want to show popup and event dot position screen relative rect dot translated. Is that cool? So let's see, we have a screen relative rect and we're going this far into it. Okay. And in that case, we'll just return here and not actually do anything. Should we focus on this happen? I guess we should take the focus, but I don't want to start double click detection or even tell the widget anymore about this. Okay, let's leave it like that for now. Okay, let's see. So in GMenu, we want to add a popup function that takes a const point screen position. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but okay, let's just say it anyway. Oh, not share buffer, share graphics point. Class point. I'm just gonna forward declare it, because why not? Okay, and then in GMenu popup. So let's go ahead and implement a GMenu popup. How the hell will that work? I guess first thing we need to do is realize the menu. I don't even know where we do that currently. Menu bar. Yeah, okay. So here, let's see, if m menu ID. If you don't have a menu ID, which is what we would get from the server, then we'll realize it. And then now when we get here, then we have a server-side menu, and we need to tell the server to pop it up. Okay, so let's pop-up menu, pop-up menu at show pop-up menu, show menu, show pop-up menu. Pop-up menu. Do I like it? Do I like it? I'm okay with it. Okay. Type request menu dot menu ID. And that would be my ID. And request dot menu dot position Screen position, okay, and then we'll say auto response. No, we don't care about the response actually. Let's just say GEvent loop. Post message to server. And we will just send a request. And we need to add that type, and we need a menu.position as well. So we'll go here and wait, where the hell was I? Did create menu. That's not what I wanted. I want a client message. Okay, so a client message called PopupMenu, and the menu struct needs a WS API point position. And now we're posting this to the server. I think that's fine. Then we gotta handle this. So let's go to the Windows Server message loop and case WS API client message type pop-up menu. And we're gonna post a message to the Windows Server loop called WS API pop-up menu request, which has the client ID and the message.menu. What the hell was it? Menu ID and the message.menu.position. Okay, then we have to create one of these guys, and we can just take this class and modify it. So it was pop-up menu request rather than create. API pop-up menu request. Menu ID, const point position. ID. Position. Menu ID, are these usually int? I guess so. I feel like they're unsigned in some places. I should go through and make them all int everywhere. Not now. Point position, const position, and menu ID point position. Okay, and then we just add this to the type enum here. Okay, and then we find out where these guys are handled. That would be here in the client connection code in the Windows server. API pop-up menu request, return handle request, static cast, pick the right overload, request. Okay, great. And add one of these overloads, handle request. And create menu or add menu item request. Let's just copy that guy because he has some of what we want to do. And it was pop-up menu request. And let's see, point position request position. Use auto. So we find the menu object on the server side, and what are we going to do with it? We're going to do menu dot. How do we do this? How the hell are Windows? How the hell do we normally show these? Well, we'll just say pop-up position, and then we'll figure it out in the menu class. Whatever, that's fine. And here, rect in menu bar. Well, we have a menu window. So let's just say popup const point. It's obvious that it's position. What's that? Administrator menu popup position. And wait, when do we create a menu window? The menu window is called ensure menu window. Ensure menu window dot move to position. Windows set visible true. Could it really be this easy? I must have forgotten about something, but I don't know what it would be. No matching color for GMenu popup rect. Oh, rect. Well, that's an oversight. Screen relative rect.location. We don't want it to pop up over the rect. We want it to pop up at a specific point. Yeah, this is the other code that does this. It just does move to and set visible. I guess we could do an assert is empty here, just in case it's an empty menu or we're telling it to pop up, we'll at least know why something is not right. Okay. Look at that. Very cool. And then we crash because see elapsed time. Item 1 got activated, but then we crashed because of see elapsed timer. I guess fucking double click detection broke. These don't have new lines, which is fugly. Let's see elapsed. Yeah, it's the click clock. Where are you being used? Dot elapsed. If it's not even valid. If let's see, if and click clock is valid. And auto indent, thank you. Oh, I gotta make everything again. Well, everything is statically linked, so I have to rebuild frickin' everything when I change libgui. I'd like it to not be statically linked one day, but it's not a priority right now. But I'll get there. I'm not exactly sure how my priority system works. I guess I'm just sort of working on the thing that seems like it needs improvement the most. And right now it's the user interface. Okay, click, clock. Item 1, item 2. Now I guess we should also dismiss it after activating these items. So let's see, WS menu. Did activate. doing? Deactivate. Close menu. It might not be the current menu, that's true. Set current menu. We don't use this anywhere. What? Handle menu, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we're trying to close it, but we don't understand that it is active, so we just ignore the close request. Close current menu. I mean, this is a bit weird. We can just do set visible. Close menu. Whatever. Here we'll just do set if menu window set visible false. And we'll build the Windows server. And look at you. Let's just check. Hey, it totally works. That is very, very cool. Okay, let's commit this. I'm just going to leave the testing menu and stuff in this commit because that's okay. Okay, so let's look through this actually with me saying what I'm looking at. Okay, so here we're creating the context menu in the VB form class, just the one that we wanted for testing. GMenu popup. GMenu is the client-side menu. Just tell it to pop up at a specific screen position, and what we do here is that if we haven't realized the menu, which means that we ask the server to create a menu on his side and give us a menu ID. And then once that's done, then we tell the server, hey, pop up the menu at the screen position. And we send this without waiting for a response because it doesn't really matter. And here's just a declaration of that. And then we had a bug here where we crashed in double-click detection because the click clock was not started or not valid when we got here in handle mouse up. So that's just fixing that little bug there so we don't crash. And then here in GWidget, if you right-click mouse down on a GWidget that has a context menu, we'll pop up the context menu and swallow the event. Here, just adding a fix me. And GWidget set context menu. We only support setting the initial context menu. We don't do anything if you already have one and you're trying to change it. It's fine. And then just adding a getter and setter for the context menu on GWidget. And here's the Windows Server request pop-up menu, add a position to the menu struct. Here's where we handle it in the Windows Server client connection. We just find the menu for that ID and then tell him to pop up at this position. This is where we do the dispatch of the WS message, just a header, declaration for that. Then in Windows Server menu close, if we have a menu window, we just tell it to not be visible. Probably I could refactor this to make a little more sense, but I'll do that separately. Windows Server menu pop-up. Very straightforward. We just ensure that there is a menu window and then we move it to the position and make it visible. Declaration for that. And then the Windows Server message class for the pop-up menu request, just boilerplate, and the conversion from the API type here. Okay, I think that's fine. So let's say libgui plus Windows Server add support for per GWidget context menus. I managed to you can now simply assign a G menu to call a G menu as a GWidget's context menu, and it will automatically pop up on right click. Very cool. Okay, let's look at it one more time. How cool is that? All right. Well, I think that about concludes today's video. So if you made it this far, then I sincerely thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.